To make this very simple, a product is anything at all that can solve a problem. It could be a car, it could be a toy, it could be bicycle, cutleries. Now, cars were designed or were made to solve problems associated with transportation over long distances, traveling, going to visit a friend. Those were the issues that existed before a car was created. Another example is your toys. Toys were made to solve problems associated with children feeling lonely, not being able to learn because the learning curriculum was just too boring for them, being unentertained, and issues like that. Cutleries were also made to solve problem of eating in an unhygienic manner, unsafe manner, handling food in the kitchen, handling hot food. Cutleries were made to solve this problem. So these are all examples of products. These are all physical products. Physical product characteristics. Firstly, they are tangible. You can hold them, you can see them, you can touch them. It requires some level of physical production and also distribution. You have to manufacture it and take it to the end users. The owners of the product, they buy it and they own it, right? It becomes their personal belongings. The usage of these products requires you to have a physical interaction with the products. You need to touch it to use it because they're actually physical products. Scalability is limited because you have to spend a lot of money to improve. You can't just improve what exists already because what exists already in customers' hands. So you have to spend a lot of money to improve it. If you need to improve it, you also have to either recall it or scrap that particular batch. So these are all characteristics of physical products or simply just products. Products. They do similar things as physical products. It's just that they are sent or made via electronic means. So you wouldn't go to a factory to manufacture a digital product. It is done electronically. Examples include eBooks, digital art, digital planners, even your software, LinkedIn that you're using to access or YouTube that you watch. They are all examples of digital products because they were made on electronic devices. Now, eBooks, for example, were made to solve problems associated with carrying bulky books or accessing large quantities of books or even those books being non-portable or having issues around storage. Those issues exist with your physical books, but ebooks were made to solve these problems. We have digital arts. Digital arts are things you can make with Canva, with Photoshop, or any other online art making tool, right? So these were made to solve problems of limited creativity. People that were not able to express themselves in art right now are jumping on all these softwares that help them to generate or create digital products that they can now send electronically via the internet, and someone downloads it from a different location and is able to maybe print or use it. Digital planners solve similar problems. They help you to organize, they help you to manage your tasks and schedules and goals in a way that is accessible and flexible. So you could have a digital planner on your phone, you could have it on your laptop, you could collaborate with digital planners, you could share digital planners with people and they're able to access this product with you. So characteristics of a digital product. They are intangible. You really can't touch them unless you convert them to physical products. For example, digital arts, you could print it and it becomes a physical product. They require some level of electronic production and distribution, just as we have for digital art. The buyer is granted some access to the product. So, for example, if I have a digital art and I'm selling on the internet, you can buy it but you don't own 100% of it because I still have ownership of it. So I give you some access to it and you're able to use it. You have to access it via some level, some kind of electronic device. It is highly scalable. I can always go back to my design and work on it and then upgrade it and send it to you. Or even software, so they are usually upgraded and sent to people and people download the latest version. And it is very easy to improve because it's done on a digital device, so I can easily go back to the system, work on it, improve it, and send an update for the customers to use. So these are all characteristics of digital products. Digital products confused with product. Why is it that people easily use the word product when we're referring to digital product? Well, in the real sense, products or digital products are actually products, right? It's almost like a subset of a product. So it's almost the same way you'd say you call a dress. You're not necessarily defining a dress by its style. So you could have a summer dress and you just say, "Oh, I'm wearing a dress." But you're wearing a summer dress, right? If you want to be more specific, then you go into the details to say, "I'm wearing a summer dress." But in the tech world, when we say product, we all know we're talking about a digital product because that's just a simple way to call it. So it's not an uncommon thing to hear people say products, and more often than not, you wouldn't hear people say physical products. People will just refer to physical products as products. So when you hear products in the tech world, you are most likely, of course, dealing with a digital product. You get confused hearing the word product when you think someone is referring to a digital product or hearing digital product. If you ever get confused about this, you just need to read the context of whatever you're reading properly to be sure you understand what is being referenced there, if it's actually a digital product or a physical product, or if you're having a verbal conversation with the person, you can simply just ask for clarity. So I hope this has helped you to understand what a digital product is and not to be confused when you hear people referring to digital products as products, because in the real sense a digital product is a product.